All right, welcome back to the Dirt Racing Network live coverage of the Pawkins Custom Tailgate Games 360 Wingless Series from Volusia Speedway. The last show for the night on Wingless Wednesdays here on the Dirt Racing Network. You saw the Midget Series. You saw good finish at the end. LB Heileman and Clay coming home at 1, 2, 3. These guys got about 30 seconds, and they're going to go to qualifying. When they do that, we'll give you our national anthem. And we'll start our heat races immediately following that.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, the national anthem. If you were with us in the midget race, so you got to hear the artist for our national anthem. Mr. Johnny Reed Foley joined us in the booth. Right now, Vinny Sansone, the quick qualifier in this session. David Heileman, Tyson Landis, and Todd LeBeau, the top four. Session winding down. Only 21 cars. So we're looking at maybe 3 heat races. 3 heat races set up for this one. Going to get heat race number 1 gridded out. No, we still haven't had time to work on that upside down camera. I'm sorry about that. Trying to get a lot of other things going here. On the pole, the Dirty Old Bastards, Dirt Tracking Bastards, Wicked Cushion number 93 of Chris Roberts, the Catfish. On the outside of him, the Wicked Energy Gum with CBD. It's actually Wicked Relief Gum with CBD. Number 25 of Kevin Click. Row 2 on the inside, the Andy's Roasting Custard, number 94 of Todd LeBeau. And on his outside, the Supermoon, number 080 of Vinny Sansone. Row 3 on the inside, the Dirt Tracking Bastards, Dirty Old Bastards, Wicked Cushion, number 77 of Aaron Schaefer. And to his outside, Hunter Connolly in the 301. And on the back row, by himself, Tim Burner in the 19 machine. New paint for Tim, looks good on him. 7 cars, 10 laps. Everybody's going to transfer into the A. They did not have 24, so we'll see 21 in the feature. So we'll go through the 3 heat races, take a 2-minute intermission, and then we will head directly for our feature race. 35 laps. Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for tuning back in. Appreciate it greatly. Don't forget, likes and shares, guys. Share us everywhere. Getting ready to go green right here. Off a turn for Roberts. Click on the front row.
Green, green, green.
Green flag in the air. Chris Roberts, good jump. Launched off the bottom right there. Watching Kevin Click through the middle of turns 1 and 2. He's got the second spot right now. Todd LeBeau on the inside for just a moment. But Vinny Sansone up to the high side. The purple and blue machine, or the orange and blue machine, excuse me. Into the third spot. LeBeau fourth. Hunter Conley. Aaron Schaefer, Tim Berner rounding out the field as we complete lap number 1. Still Roberts around the inside. He's the catfish for a reason. This time out of shape. Is that going to cost him at the line? No, he had the lead. Will he be able to hang on to it? He goes inside out in turns 1 and 2. Click cuts underneath. Still Roberts out in the front. Now he's moved off the bottom. Goes to the top side. A little contact there. Sansone and Click made just a touch of contact. Oh, now big contact. That time LeBeau got out of shape.
Right, man, caution
And
is out.
Sansone's
Caution is
car
out.
went for a ride. Down in the corner, just a touch of contact there. That was just a little innocent here and there. And then they go down into turns 3 and 4, and LeBeau's car gets way out of shape. He almost tipped that car over. I think Sansone's front suspension broken. They'll get that car fixed, get him ready to go for the feature race. But he is going to drop off track. So Roberts, Click, LeBeau, Conley, Schaefer, and Berner are going to be the 6 cars left on track. Hey, Corbett. Welcome in. Thanks to everybody tuning back in. Guys, don't forget, we are spread all over the place now. Twitch, YouTube, about 3 pages on Facebook. Give us likes, give us shares. We appreciate it greatly. Hey, Randall. Lights will go off on the pace truck this time by, we'll have a 3-lap shootout. Still Roberts, Click, LeBeau, Conley, Schaefer, and Berner. Vinny Sansone's car on the infield. The first of 3 heat races. Once we finish the 3 heat races, they will take a 2-minute intermission, go out, get some final tuning done on the cars, get them ready for the 35-lap A main. Hey, Joe. Green flag
Green
back
flag,
in the
green
air.
flag.
Chris Roberts on the throttle. Around the high side, he'll take it through 1 and 2, hanging on to the lead right in front of Kevin Cook. Todd LeBeau right behind that. Right out to the fence, and LeBeau's car way out of shape on entry again. That car might be set up just a little loose, and LeBeau taking a tumble. LeBeau down the backstretch. Went into 3, got it a little sideways, got a little bit of contact from Connolly right there. Took it to the inside, flipped it over, so that will damage that car pretty good. Probably going to relegate him to being at the back, but these guys are going to finish under caution. We'll get the final order, I think, this time when they roll by. Roberts, Click, Schaefer, Berner. And then either LeBeau, Conley, or Conley, LeBeau. As they're working the final lap right now. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We appreciate it. Thanks for staying up late with us. Final show for the night. Don't forget, tomorrow night, triple header Thursday. 8 o'clock Eastern. Dirt Slingers at Lanier. The Tim Sims General Tires Howard Johnson's Thursday Thunder Series. Then immediately following them, we'll be joining the Dirty Old Bastards Wicked Cushion 410 Outlaw Series for their back-to-back shows. Well, that all happens tomorrow at 8 Eastern. Mike Peterson will be on the call for race number 1, and then I'll have the next 2 behind that. On the pole for heat race number 2, Swindale Speed Labs number 5 of Rusty Kruger, and on his outside, the Rogue Energy number 84, Billy Rowley. The row 2 on the inside, the Supermoon number 901 of Joe Quinn, and on his outside, the Napa Auto Parts Casey Kane Sim Racing Team number 49 of the Hulk, David Heileman. You saw him finish second in the midget race a little while ago. Don Hunter will start the 4-car on the inside of row number 3 with K.R. Stolfus in a rare appearance out here in the Max Speed TV Colby's Eye Paints number 777. Starting outside row number 3 with Mike Keegan, the Team SETI Wicked Cushion number 92 machine on the back row by himself. Mr. Rowley has changed from Rogue Energy to Wicked Energy on the side of his car. These guys are going green the next time off turn number 4. This is heat race 2 of 3. 7 cars in each heat. Everybody going to the A main. So we will not have any consolation races. They'll get these 3 heat races in. They'll go straight to their warm-up and then right into the feature. They'll put 35 laps on the board. Put all 21 cars out here and see who comes home holding the trophy. Yeah, lots of them. Several tuned in here. Appreciate that. The pace truck headed to the infield. The green flag about to drop. Green flag in the air. Pace truck wasn't quite off the track yet. Rusty Kruger, quick jump out to the front. Rowley threw into second, but off the bottom side. Joe Quinn trying to get that away. Just not enough room to make a move. David Heileman, the Hulk, in the 4th spot. That black and yellow machine trying to work his way around. Gets around Rowley, who got out of shape. Put Quinn out in front. I think there was contact between Rowley and Kruger. Now Kruger working the bottom side, trying to hang on to second around the top side. The Hulk, David Heileman, moves into the 2nd position. Move Kruger to 3rd. Stolfus now up to 4th. Billy Rowley in the 5th spot. These guys going to do battle back here for the 4th and 5th positions. Stolfus has got it. Rowley's trying to close in, brings it in deep into turn 3, and Stolfus a little out of shape on the entry. Wasn't sure what was going to happen with Rowley, I'm sure. Maybe pumped the brakes just a little bit, and that lets Rowley slide by into 4th. Don Hunter is in 5th, and Mike Keegan right behind him. But at the front, Joe Quinn, David Heileman starting to do battle. Big slide job from Heileman, goes inside out. Will he have it at the line? Yes, he does. Move David Heileman P1, but now the slide job back from Quinn. And off the middle. Give it back to Heileman as they head down into turns 3 and 4, and Heileman goes straight to the bottom, covers the slider line. He's going to take over the lead. Quinn in 2nd. Kruger back here in 3rd, about 5/10 back. Off the push bar of Joe Quinn. Rowley a good distance behind that. David Heileman at the front, trying to make it look easy. 4 laps to go. Heat race number 2. Heileman, Quinn, Kruger, Rowley, Stolfus, Keegan, and Hunter. Everybody getting a little spread out here. Rusty Kruger's car looks like he is just fighting a little bit of a loose condition, especially on the exits. That car goes in well. Doesn't look like it has enough bite. Looks like it's over-rotating just a touch, especially off turn number 4. You see a little bit off turn 2 right there. And he is losing ground to the front, too. Heileman with a lap and a half to go. A scant half a second over Joe Quinn. Any mistake will let Quinn close right up Both drivers running way up at the top of the track, looking to find the tacky stuff, and the white flag flies. 1 to go, heat race number 2. Still Heilemann, Quinn Kruger, Rowley, Stolfus, Hunter, and Keegan. Hunter and Keegan back here battling for 6th and 7th. Not done yet. Now it's over. That time, Quinn. What happened at the front? Oh, we got to go back and take a look at this. David Heilemann looks like he fenced it in turn 3. So Quinn going to come home with the win. Heilemann's car into the fence right there. You saw where that opening was. It sticks out a little. And Heilemann didn't even make it to the start-finish line. So Quinn, Kruger, Rowley, Stolfus, Keegan, Hunter, and then Heilemann, your order. Finishing out heat race number 2. As soon as you take the camera off of them, they always do something. Heat race 3 getting out on the front stretch right now on the pole. The next gen fab, number 59 of Mark Penske. And on his outside, Brett Strickler. And the wicked cushion, number 38. Brad Faria starts the Top Gun Motorsports number 72 inside row 2 with Tyson Landis. The wicked relief gun with CBD number 31 on his outside. Stephen Hill will start inside of row number 3 in the 127, and Peyton Grease gonna start outside of him, the 292. And on the back, Jordan Gleckler in the 328. The Dorsos sponsored machine. Last 7 cars, 10 more laps. Everybody going to make the feature. Yes, Glenn, they are. 360 wing sprint cars. 1 more lap behind the pace truck, and then 10 green flag laps. Or 10 laps period for the heat race. Everybody transfer through, so we will not see any consolation races. We're going to go to a 2-minute intermission and then straight to the feature race. 35 laps will be on the board for that. All 21 cars making the transfer. Everybody that hauled them in gets to race tonight. These guys just racing for their starting position. In the last one, you saw the leader on the last lap taking off into turn 4 and promptly, or turn 3, I say, and put it promptly into the fence. So he's going to be starting deep in the field, trying to work his way to the front. Space truck is in. The green flag is in the air. Mark Penske got a fantastic jump right there. He's going to put that car several tenths of a second out in front of these guys, at least a full tenth. Make it 6 tenths when they enter turn number 3 over Brett Strickler, Tyson Landis, and Stephen Hill. Those guys 3 wide off turn number 4. Down the front stretch, the man in the middle backed it up just a bit. Didn't want to be there when they turned it off into turn number 1, I think. And now Stephen Hill trying to battle on the inside and take the spot away from Strickler. Strickler just too strong on the high side. Who's going to have second at the line? Give it to Stephen Hill for the time being. But Brett Strickler still working that car around the high side, trying to find the momentum line, and he's got the spot off turn number 2. Brings it down just a little bit and takes away the entry line for Stephen Hill. Put Hill back to 3rd. Landis is 4th. Varia is back here in 5th with Jordan Gleckler and Peyton Grease's car already on the infield. Something wrong with the 292 machine. Going to take it in, see if they can make some adjustments, get it ready for the feature. But Penske is hanging on to the lead. They're going to complete lap number 4 right here. 6 laps to go. The battle still for second. That's Strickler on the inside. Hill was up on the top. Now Hill crosses it to the inside. Slide job down into the corner. Brings it up in front. Contact, and that's going to put the 31 machine of Tyson Landis into the opening. And I don't think that is conducive to having that car finish well in this race. Hill with the big slide job down in the corner. Brought the car up, and he got tapped in the back, and that's what brought Strickler's car to almost a halt. And Tyson Landis just really nowhere to go there, and he makes a little contact with the right rear and goes into the fence. So Penske, Hill, and Strickler, 1, 2, 3 with Faria, Gleckler, Landis, and Grease rounding out the field. Grease on the infield right now, only 6 on the track. Couple of laps will be left in this one when we get the green. Well, follow the page, Glenn, and every time we go live, you'll get a notification. There we are live 5 nights a week, 9 races each week. In those 5 nights, we do a 410 Winged Outlaw Series on Mondays, 360 Outlaw Series on Sundays, 360 Outlaws on Mondays, then back-to-back 360s on Tuesdays, Wingless Wednesdays, and on Thursdays, triple headers, 360s from the Dirt Slingers and 410s from the Dirty Old Bastards. 9 races in 5 days. And when we venture out to the local dirt track and we have enough Wi-Fi to stream, we like to stream our local guys to the page too. So all summer long, going to be plenty of action on the Dirt Racing Network. If I have enough strength of Wi-Fi while I'm up in Wichita next weekend at 81 Speedway, I'm going to try to stream a little bit of that. Going up there to see Tim Sims and all of his buddies hanging out at the 81 Speedway. All right, they're going green this time. 2-lap shootout. Penske, Hill, Strickler, Faria, the top 4.
Green flag.
Green flag back in the air. Penske, man, he is getting great jumps. Able to put about 5 car lengths between himself and Stephen Hill. Brett Strickler in the 3rd spot. But Penske into 3 and 4. Gonna see the white flag this time, one more time around. See if he can bring home a heat race win in heat race number 3. Off of turn 2, has a pretty good advantage, about 4 car lengths when they get off into turn 3, but Stephen Hill powering through on the top side. Just not able to hang on to it, and Penske will win heat race number 3. Hill is second, Strickler, Faria, Landis, Gleckler, and Grease. Rounding out the final heat race, we're going to have a 2-minute intermission and go straight to our feature race. Wait for these guys to get out on the track. The 360 series is brought to you by Hawkins Custom Tailgate Games. You see their work right there on the bottom left-hand side of the screen. Custom cornhole sets. You reach out to Steve and tell him what you want. He'll design it for you, give you some images to show you what he's going to do. You can make adjustments or tweaks to it, and he will make you a full cornhole set to your liking. Those 2 pictures, just 2 of many that he has up there. I know here a couple of weeks ago he did a deal in Michigan State, won the Big Ten basketball title, the tournament anyway. And he put some pictures of those up onto their Facebook page, Hawkins Custom Tailgate Games. Pretty sharp stuff. He does a great job. Good sponsor for this 360 series here on Wednesday nights, finishing out Wingless Wednesdays every week. You guys going to get around here for a few more seconds. They got about 40 seconds left when they get on the grid. Your starting grid, as always, brought to you by the Ford Entertainment Group. Custom PC sales and simulation hardware. Drop by and see Jeff Ford over there on his Facebook page, facebook.com/Ford Entertainment Group. Or go and see the YouTube page. They do a lot of videos for different things. He does builds. He shows you how he's going to do stuff with a computer. He'll put different little tricks and tips up on that YouTube page. It's youtube.com/Ford Entertainment Group FEG. And if you buy something from him, use the code DRN10. You're going to get $10 in iRacing credits when you make your purchase. Always the starting lineup sponsor here at the Dirt Racing Network. See the guys wrapping up the warm-up session. 35 laps are on the board. 21 cars going out here to do battle in the feature. Going to close out Wingless Wednesdays for us. Thank you for staying up late with us, guys. Always appreciated. On the pole, the 93 machine of the Catfish, Chris Roberts. And on his outside, Joe Quinn in the 901. Row 2 on the inside, Mark Pinsky is going to start the 59 machine right there with Kevin Click in the 25 on his outside. Row 3, Rusty Kruger, the 5 car. Inside, Stephen Hill, the 127 on the outside. Row 4 on the inside, Aaron Schaefer in the 77, and Billy Rowley, the 84 to his outside. Row 5, the 38, Brett Strickler sits on the inside. Tim Burner sits to his right in the 19 car. The 777 of K.R. Stolfus inside row 6 with Brad Faria in the 72 on the outside. And in row 7, the 94, Todd LeBeau on the inside, Mike Keegan on the outside. Tyson Landis, the 31 machine. You saw him take a hard hit in his heat race. He starts inside row number 8 with Hunter Conley, the 301 on his outside. Don Hunter will start inside row 9 in the 4 car with Jordan Gleckler, excuse me, the 328 on his outside. Inside row 10, Vinny Sansone, the 080 machine with David Heileman, the Hulk on the outside. Leading his heat race, coming into turns 3 and 4 for the final time, clips the fence. Now he's got to start at the back of the A main, and on the back row by himself, the 292. Peyton Grease, that's 21 cars, 35 laps. Right here from Volusia Raceway Park. Hawkins Custom Tailgate Games 360 Wingless Series closing out. Wingless Wednesdays for us right here. They're going to go green off turn number 4 this time. Roberts and Quinn on the front row. Penske and Click in row number 2. Green flag in the air. Roberts and Penske both good jumps, and they move from the inside row right into the first and second spots. But Joe Quinn on the high side. Plenty of speed in the 901 car. Just wasn't able to hang the right rear in the cushion. And he loses the spot, moving back to third behind Penske for the time being. Kevin Click in the 4th spot. Rusty Kruger right behind that. Stephen Hill, Brett Strickler, your top 7. K.L. Stolfa's just lost a spot to Aaron Schaefer back here, 8th and 9th. Around the top side, Chris Roberts able to hold off Mark Penske right now. Penske's got his hands full with Joe Quinn.
All right, man. Caution is out.
Caution for the first time. David Heileman's car got a lot of damage. Andy's backwards. We'll go see what happened to the Hulk. Starting at the back of this one. Already had lost the front end of that car before we got to him. Got down in here, found Tim Berner's car. Turns around. Oh, then gets clobbered by the 4 car. Quite a long time after all that happened. So now David Heileman going to start 21st. He just started in the 20th spot. Now he's going to restart in 21st. Well, we'll set the top 10. Roberts, Penske, Quinn, Hill, Click, Kruger, Strickler, Schaefer, and Stolfus and Rowley. Now your top 10. Left 38 will be our new white flag. All 21 cars still out on the track. Going to go green this time off turn number 4. Still Roberts, Penske, Quinn, the top 3. 29 laps to go.
Green flag, green flag.
22 laps to go, excuse me. 22 laps to go. It's about 30 laps to go. They changed their lap counts, and it kind of confuses me. It's my own fault for not writing it down somewhere. You saw Joe Quinn get into the fence. Mark Penske now, car all out of shape. We'll wait for these cars to kind of clear out. Penske's car looks like it's going to roll away. We'll go back and we'll see what happened to Mark. Off in 1 and 2. Oh, he come off 4 with a bad angle. Got that car up in the outside fence and then never did get it kind of under him. It had to be off the throttle. And that caused a big stack up in 1 and 2. That car looks like it is broken. Laying down hard on the left front now. Going to keep it on the track. Probably going to give it a test. He's already going to be at the back. He can go out there. He can give it a shot. See if it's any good. See if he bent anything up. That is going to shake our front. Several cars up right now. Roberts, Hill, Click, Kruger, Stolfus now in the top 5. Schaefer, Sansone, LeBeau, Faria, and Connolly. The top 10. 3 cars have retired, so 18 still on the track. Rowley, Strickler, and Landis are retirees from the event. But no, all these have official series. So 41 going to be the white flag lap, which still leaves us about 30 to go. Roberts, Hill, Click the top 3. Like I said, guys, follow the page. You'll get alerts every time we do go live. Wrapping up the wingless Wednesdays here with these 360 wingless cars. Tomorrow night, triple header Thursday. Dirt Slingers at 8 p.m. And then the Wicked Cushion Outlaw Series 410s. Immediately following that for back-to-back shows. The pace truck headed into the infield. Green flag about to come back out over Chris Roberts. Roberts still out in front. Hill second, Click third. Kruger now is trying to close in on the back of the 25 machine and take the third spot away, but he had company on the inside. That was KR Stolfus in the 777 machine that brought it from the inside. He and Kruger made just a bit of contact, and that secures the 4th position for KR. He's looking for more, but watch out. The 080 Vinny Sansone. Flyer down into turn 3, and he makes it stick, moves himself into the 6th spot. Kruger's car way out of shape into 1. He had a run at Stolfus. Just not able to make that stick. And Sansone on the bottom. Trying to work a 3 wide off turn number 4. A lot of times that don't work. I don't know where those guys were when the caution came out. Not really even sure who was involved in the caution. Possibly Peyton Grease. Yeah, must have happened in front of, well, maybe not. He had a couple of cars in front of him. He got up in the loose stuff off of turn 2. Took kind of a short angle in 3 and 4. Well, it was somewhere else. It wasn't Peyton. So we don't know who caused this. Probably somebody got just far enough sideways that they triggered the caution flag to fly. They probably kept going, which one of the couple of drawbacks to dirt racing on iRacing, they still use the same algorithm to trigger cautions, and we still have to count yellow flag laps. So right now it's Roberts, Hill, Click, Kruger, Stolfus, the top 5. Sansone, Schaefer, Heilemann inside the top 10 now. 8th, Faria and Connolly rounding out that top 10. 44. 26 laps to go when we get the green. Yep, we'll have 26 to go when we go back to green. Well, I'm glad you guys love Wingless Wednesdays. I actually participated in the 305 series that runs before the midgets tonight. Had a lot of fun. I think we started 13th and we came home, I want to say 4th. It's a pretty good race. Still Roberts, Hill, and Click, the top three. Kruger and Stolfus now your top five. Pace truck is in. The green flag back in the air. Going to drop in here. Watch. That's third, fourth, and fifth on the screen. Second place car just flew off to the left side right there, but that's Click with Kruger working the inside. Click on the top side. Kruger on the bottom. Rusty Kruger able to stick the car and get a good drive off the exit. KR Stolfus stalking right behind now on Kevin Click, trying to get in there. Trying to work his way forward, like to get a podium spot. Roberts, 7/10 of a second ahead of Stephen Hill. Hill's got about half a second on these two battling right here. You saw Stolfus getting just a little bit of contact, and now that car is starting to slide backwards. He gets it righted, but it does look broken to me. We'll go back, take a look, and see what happened to KR. He and Sansone having a pretty good battle, and David Heileman comes from the inside right here, but no, Stolfus just kept the car sliding up around and over in front of the 080 machine of Sansone, and he gets clipped and turned around. And we'll see if KR, he's taking that car to the infield. It is broken. I thought it was tracking just a little bit funny. Rear end knocked out of that one. So still Roberts, Hill, and Kruger now in the top three. Click back to fourth. Heileman up to fifth. Sansone sixth. Schaefer seventh. Connolly eighth. Gleckler in ninth. And Brett Faria inside the top 10. Moving our white flag, lap number 47. So inside 25 to go.
47.
23 to go when we get the green, it looks like. Roberts, Hill, Kruger, the top three. 23 still to go in this one. Still have 15 of the 21 cars on track. KR Stolfus, our last retiree. Tim Burner runs back in the 15th spot. Hunter, LeBeau, Grease, and Penske right outside that top 10. Mark Penske recovering from an early spin. Was back to about 19th, now up into
green flag,
the 11th spot. But the green flag is back in the air. You saw David Heileman instantly duck to the inside of Kevin Click. Heileman around the bottom side looking for the grip. Comes off of turn 2, and he has the spot, drives deep into 3, and I don't know how they're going to score that one. But the caution out behind him, maybe Aaron Schaefer's car. Oh, a lot of damage. A lot of damage on that 77 machine. He looks like he's all by himself off turn 2. A little bit of a move inside right there. That was the 901 of Joe Quinn. Oh, there's a 301 of Hunter Conley. Excuse me, both cars purple. Come off the bottom of 2, and Schaefer was moving down. And those two come together. You can't occupy the same space at the same time. It never works out, especially not in a open wheel car. And so Mr. Schaefer will be finished for the evening. PC froze. Well, that sucks. Watch your temperatures, Mike. That's usually what causes that. Make sure that you run some kind of software to let you know. Some kind of alert. Right now mine is running at a scant 66 degrees Celsius, which is a little warm, but not too bad. I get worried when it gets over about 80.
53.
53 for the white flag, you heard. Is that right? We're already on our 6th. You sure it's not 50? So we're only on the 5th.
Okay, then it is 50. My bad.
Had to help race control fix it out. So we're going to lap 50 this time. About 22 to go. Still Roberts in the front. Hill second. Kruger is third. Heileman up to fourth. Click in the 5th spot. Pace truck is in. Roberts is on the gas. Green flag is back in the air. See him starting to fan out into 1 and 2, but the front 5 went to the top 6 place. Vinny Sansone went to the bottom. He's going to work up the inside of Kevin Click. Click was in the 5th spot. Now back to 6th. Sansone has the position. David Heileman around Rusty Kruger takes over 3rd. Has his sights set on Stephen Hill. Stephen Hill up into the outside fence. Going to grab a handful of wheel. Going to grab a foot full of throttle and keep it in second temporarily. Heileman working on the bottom, stalking right off the bottom of turn 2. Hill just too much momentum off the top side, and he's going to hang on to second for the time being. But Heileman, Kruger, and Sansone into the 5th spot. These guys aren't done just yet. 19 laps to go. Everybody trying to run down Robertson. It looks like Hill has caught him. Even with the big mistake a couple of laps ago, he has closed the gap. That 127 machine working very well up there on the cushion. Chris Roberts known for running at the bottom, but not in this car tonight. He is up around the top, trying to hang on to the lead. He has led since the drop of the green flag. Trying to keep that car out in front. David Heileman still down around the bottom. Now trying to work the inside on Hill, but Hill just too much momentum.
All right, man, caution is
Once
out.
again,
Caution
the
is
caution out might be for Connolly's car. Conley through turn 2 down the backstretch. Looks not too out of shape. Oh, hello. 328, Jordan Gleckler got in there just a little hot. Put a little right front into the Nerf bar on the side. And that will get you spun around in a hurry. So we'll let them pass by the flag stand this time. We'll re-rack your top 10 for you. Once they get down here to turn 1, I'll set your top 10 for you. We're going to move that white flag to lap 53 this time. Roberts, Hill, Heileman the top 3. Kruger into 4th. Sansone still 5th. Grease up to 6th. Click back to 7th. Mark Pinsky inside the top 10 shows up in 8th again. Brad Faria 9th. And Todd LeBeau rounding out your top 10. Still 13 cars on the track. Don Hunter, Tim Burner, and Jordan Gleckler rounding out the entire field. Conley, Keegan, Schaefer, Stolfus, Quinn, Rowley, Strickler, and Landis.
53.
All off-track cars. There goes another one to the infield. Looks like maybe Mark Pinsky's car went in this time. He might have just come out to see if the car was fixed. It was not, so he took it right back in. Or it could have been Mike Keegan. Yeah, it was Mike Keegan. Made another lap. The car wasn't right. So we're going to go green this time off turn 4. 16 laps to go. Roberts on the gas. Green flag back in the air. Everybody going to the high side now until you get back to about 8th position. That was Kevin Click. Mark Pinsky went to the bottom. That's 7th, 8th, and 9th back there. Everybody with David Heileman now. 3rd place car goes to the bottom. See if he can make up some ground. But Hill still trying to work over Chris Robertson. He goes inside. Loses control of the car.
Right,
that's going to trigger the caution. I think he got down in there. and I think he hit the inside wall down in the middle of turns 1 and 2, and that just completely spun the car around and took him for a ride. Oh yeah, left front right into the fence, right across in front of Kruger. Sideways at the top. Luckily, nobody else really clipped him too hard. That car headed for the infield, down to 12. Slight shakeup at the front now, as Kruger had gotten around Heilemann right before the caution came out, and that opened up the second position and moves the 5 car right into it. So Roberts, Kruger, Heilemann, now Sansone fourth. Mark Penske into the top 5 again. Started at the front, started in the 3rd position. Peyton Grease, Kevin Click, Brad Faria, Todd LeBeau, and Don Hunter rounding out the top 10. Thanks for staying up late with us, guys. Appreciate it greatly. Don't forget our likes and shares. Over 4,300 followers, thanks to you guys. We appreciate it greatly. Lap 54, or as you heard, or no, lap 56, excuse me, or as you heard, 10 minutes. That's plenty of time to get 14 laps in here. They are not in danger of running out of time unless we get some more cautions, which down to 12 cars on track. We should be able to keep this pretty clean. Roberts still on the point, has led every lap. Able to keep that car running around the top side. Known for running on the bottom of the Catfish. Working it high and wide tonight. Trying to bring home the victory.
Green flag, green
flag in the air. 14 laps to go. Roberts' car just getting amazing jumps every time on the restart. We're watching Kruger and Heilemann battle for 2nd and 3rd right here. Vinny Sansone just a tick off of them. About 4 car lengths back. Heilemann now down to the inside. That's where he's been working, and he's been making up ground, and he went for 2nd, and he got it temporarily. He had it at the line. Will he have it off turn 2? Tries to get the lead from Roberts. Ends up giving 2nd back to Kruger. Now Kruger sees what he's doing. He's going to try to go and get the inside cover. Didn't get it done that time, and Heilemann going to bring it out into the 2nd position, right in front of Rusty Kruger, right behind Chris Roberts. Roberts into 3 and 4, and caution out again this time. The 292 machine? No. 19 car? Well, let's go see, because it had to be with one of these guys. Somebody had to get sideways and trigger a caution. There was no good reason for that. Not that I can find. Phantom cautions for weird things. Still 12 cars on the track. 59 now our white flag lap. Well, you're staying up late, Mark. We appreciate it. Thank you very much. Follow the page, likes and shares. Guys, don't forget, if you've made the first 4 weeks for the Thursday Thunder Series, come in tomorrow night. Type the keyword in the live chat, share the broadcast, like the broadcast while it's live, and you can stay in the hunt for that set of 4 brand new General tires to be given away at the end of the season. Have to be here for all 12 weeks. Type in the keyword. The names are getting entered into the list.
We're 6.5.
So 6.5 minutes on the clock. 11 laps on the board. Roberts, Heilemann, Kruger, Sansone, and Faria now in the top 5. Penske 6, Click, LeBeau, Hunter, Gleckler, Burner, and Grease rounding out the field. We started with 21. We're down to 12. Green flag back in the air.
Flag.
Roberts had a good jump, but Heileman goes in the bottom of 1 and 2. Comes off on the high side. Roberts with a crossover takes the lead right back. The Catfish says, not on my watch, sir. I'm going to hang on to this, but this time Heileman too strong around the bottom. He's got the lead. New point man. The Hulk, the 49 machine of David Heileman. Now Kruger slides up in front of Roberts. Roberts gives him the bump. Puts it into the outside fence temporarily. Sansone around Kruger. Move Kruger back to the 4 spot. Sansone into 3rd. But Heileman has the lead. Through turns 1 and 2 again. Going to be 8 to go when they come off turn 4. We'll see if we can keep it green to the end. Still Roberts in 2nd, but Sansone was working around the bottom. Kruger around the top. Now Kruger into the 3rd spot. Takes back the podium. He's got his sights set on the Catfish. Chris Roberts in the 93. Top 4 have broken away just a little bit from the rest of the field. Heileman 9/10 of a second in front of everybody else. Roberts still sitting 2nd. Kruger is 3rd. Sansone is 4th. These guys working the top side of the track. Yeah, everybody up. Just keep moving that cushion a little bit closer and a little bit closer to the fence. Now Heileman to the bottom. He's out by himself 1 1/4 seconds. Five to go this time off turn number 4. David Heileman 1.3 seconds ahead of the field. Chris Roberts running 2nd. Rusty Kruger in 3rd. Vinny Sansone in 4th. Those guys 2 seconds ahead of Brad Faria in the 5th position. Faria way back off the pace. 4 to go this time. Heileman down the front stretch. Now Rusty Kruger slide job on Roberts. Roberts crossing over, coming off the middle. Going to take it into 3 and 4. Brings it in on the bottom. Slides it right up in front of Kruger. Takes the spot back. 3 laps to go. Vinny Sansone in the mix now. Going to battle for the final final podium spot. Excuse me, but that time Kruger brought it up in front. A little bit of a love tap. That's going to separate the top 3. Going to give 4th place a little bit of a gap. Give 3rd breathing room, 2nd breathing room, but David Heileman out in front. 2 laps to go. 1.6 seconds over Roberts. Roberts almost back in the clutches of Rusty Kruger. They're going to get the white flag this time off turn number 4. Heileman sees it first. Roberts is going to see it next. Rusty Kruger right on top of him. Kruger going to throw the slide job into 1 and 2. Roberts keeps it powered up around the top side. Cuts it underneath. Big drive down to turns 3 and 4. Checkered flag waving off turn number 4. David Heileman's going to be your winner. Chris Roberts going to come home in 2nd, and on a last lap pass, Vinny Sansone going to get to the line in 3rd. Tell Sansone to drive it around if he can. So a lot of excitement at the end right there. Sansone came home with 3rd. The 2 guys on the front stretch. Gonna park nose to nose for me. Gotta love these guys. Vinny Sansone's car not going to make it for the interviews. We're going to give him a chance to drop into TeamSpeak. See if he makes it there. We know we got Chris Roberts. We're going to get David Heileman. We'll wait and see what happens to the 080 if he makes it in. If he does not, we'll just talk to the top 2. Finish up the show tonight. Guys, I appreciate everybody being here. Cool. Well, go out to Port Royal this weekend and look for Mad Max Stambaugh out there. I talked to him just a little while ago here in the TeamSpeak, and he said that's where they were going this weekend, was out to Port Royal. So we're going to wait. We're going to see if Vinny makes it into TeamSpeak. If he doesn't, we'll grab Chris Roberts, give him a quick interview, and we'll move on to the winner. We'll close the show up. Appreciate everybody being here for Wingless Wednesdays. Just wrapped up the 360 Wingless Series presented by Pawkins Custom Tailgate Games. David Holland, Chris Roberts, and Vinny Sansone, your top three. Well, we can't stay up all night, so I think what we'll do is we'll move right around third, and we'll grab the second place finisher, Chris Roberts. And Chris, you got a copy?
I got you, Roger.
Well, man, you led the vast majority of it, but the old Hulk started back there in the 20th spot, and he come up there and he smashed, and he got around you, man. Talk to us about the race and how you come home second tonight, buddy.
Well, racer-wise, it was good. Once Hill had his issue and I lost him as my buffer, I kind of knew I was going to eventually become a sitting duck. But through 1 and 2 down the backstretch, that was my strong suit. I was kind of untouchable there. Just 3 and 4, I was struggling. I think I found something and was able to hold Rusty off. But yeah, then once David got by, he was gone, and that's like I said. Once Hill had his issue, there went my buffer, so I knew it was just a matter of time. But it was still a good run.
Yeah, a few cautions, but I mean, you started on the pole and you led all but the last few laps there. How much of the track went away before we got down to the end?
Early on I was running the bottom through 3 and 4, and that went away. That's when I really started struggling trying to search around. When the bottom was there, I was good. 1 and 2, I was, car felt good around the top, so I was running the top and keeping it up there down the backstretch. Great runs. But it all depended on how you come off the corner. I started trying, which it didn't work out too well, of like diamond in coming off low, and because there was still traction coming down out of the corners if you could get to it. But the thing was, you had to get to it. It was a good ways down there. That's when Rusty kept sliding me. That's the only way I was able to cross him back over, was cut under and hit the fresh stuff down the backstretch and slide him back there in turn 3.
All right, man. Well, you come home second. Good run for you tonight. Shout out sponsors, and we'll let you get to your race control duties, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it was a nice run. Got to thank Pawkins Custom Tailgate Games for making this possible for us here Wednesday nights with the 360 wingless 360s. As you guys saw, if you watched the midget race, Wicked Energy Gum Northwest Focus Midget Series, got to thank them for everything that they do for us with the midgets there. Wicked Cushion for what they've always done for the league since they started up and joined us, and everybody who continually comes out, supports us, races with us, watches us. Thank you.
All right, guys, your second place finisher, Chris Roberts. We'll let him get to his duties. He has race control to handle after that. And we'll get the Hulk in here. David Heilman, you got a copy?
10-4.
Well, man, you came home second in the midget race. You come in here, you pass Chris Roberts late, and you bring home the victory in the 360 wingless cars. Talk to us about the race and how you got the win.
Yeah, track was nice. I just made one adjustment in my heat race and then forgot to undo it for the feature, but I think it really helped. Got in an accident on lap 1, had a little bit of damage. Nap Auto Parts guys were able to fix it up a little bit, keep me on the lead lap, and then I was able to plug away. Like inside line in 3 and 4, it just seemed like it never really wore out. It did on exit a little bit at the end there, but it was just so fast if you hit it right, and you could hit it at like full throttle. There's just so much grip there, and it wasn't getting slick. It was weird.
Yeah, you had to fight your way from a 20th starting position. Early in the race, you get spun out, you go to the back, you restart 21st, about 2 or 3 laps in, and you still come to the front. Kind of some attrition, but you passed a lot of cars. Was it all on the bottom?
Yeah, for the most part it was, and a lot of people just left the door open, but yeah, it was lost. That one last or second last yellow or something I just wanted to pull off again because I was getting a little bit frustrated, but can't do it anymore. I got sponsors and a team to race for and all that, so I knew I had to stick it out and try to get the victory.
All right, man. Well, we'll let you give your shout-outs, your thank yous, and we'll let you get to celebrating, buddy. Good run tonight.
KKR Sim Team, Napa Auto Parts, Wicked Energy Gum, Wicked Cushion, Dirt Racing Network for putting it on, Chris Roberts, every Wednesday, Wingless Wednesday, and everything he does.
All right. Thanks for talking with us, David.
Yep.
That's your winner, David Heileman. He comes home on the top of the podium. Chris Roberts was second. And Vinny Sansone brought it home third. Vinny not available for interviews, but that is going to wrap it up for us tonight. Wingless Wednesdays is over for this week. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. Thank you for staying up late with us. Triple header Thursday tomorrow starts around 8 o'clock Eastern. Join us for that. Until then, I will sign off as normal. Everyone keep it dirty. Thanks for joining us. Good night.